Appreciate you all being here. Got a few panel guests here. I appreciate them being here. Appreciate your support, guys. It's always good to be with you too. Good to see you all in the side chat. Hang on a minute. Howdy, Andy, everyone of our coat. Good to see you, man. Take it away, Mac. Welcome. Appreciate you being here for me, man.
Cool. Thanks for the invite again. Really enjoy it. It's beginning to warm up here now. We hit, I think, 74 degrees today. So it was pretty nice. I managed to take my fleece off, so it was nice. So what have I got going on? I got all these bullets made up now from all this powder I bought from my customer. I got 10 rounds of every powder, so I'm going to go out probably Saturday morning and try them all out, film them to see that they all shoot okay. If I know they're good, I can keep the powder. If they're no good, I can just scrap all that powder. So I got that going on. My grandson called me last night. He says, "Pops, when you taking me shooting again?" I said, "When do you want to go?" "Oh, let's go Sunday." I said, "Okay." So I'm taking my grandson out. He doesn't ask very often, but as soon as he asks, I never say no. I always take him out. So he's 17 now, so he can shoot some of the bigger guns. So he's big enough to carry and take some of the bigger guns, the bigger calibers. So I'll be doing that on Sunday. And Monday night, I'm going to be doing my 1,000 sub giveaway, where we'll have a bit of a party and some prizes on that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And thanks for the invite.
Yeah, great to have you, man. That'll be great. He's going to have that. Be sure to tune in and watch that. And watch all. I'm going to be having a giveaway. I haven't decided when yet, but for 400 subs I have. I think I'm up to 408 now. So I'll be doing a few giveaways too. And appreciate you being here, Mac. And good to see you, Hasbro. Thank you for being here, brother.
Yeah, good to be with you guys again. Good to see the side chat rolling, and should be a fun night tonight. I've got some subscriber milestone coming up too, but I'm gonna push it out maybe a little bit just because of work and things like that coming up. I'm also in the middle of selling my mom's home, and it's my job to empty it, so that's quite a job right now. But when I get past that, then get back to it.
That's a big job, I'd imagine. Whew.
Yep. Mm-hmm. She's still living, so I'm thankful for that. But it's she's not of health to help at all, so it's a big job.
Prayers to your mother, man. Hasbro. How many subs you have now at this point?
1957, I think, or something like that.
So a few months ago, we did your 1,500 sub giveaway, right?
We did. Yeah. I'd like you three, to be back on the next one.
Oh, man. Appreciate it. Be honored.
We'll throw a couple other people in there too. And I'm working on giveaways. I've got several things now, but I don't have the reservoir Mac does, but I got a few giveaways.
Hey, you two work. I don't even work. I'm retired.
I found this knife, guys. So it's. I'm going to show it to you. It's not a gun, YouTube. This is not a gun. This is a knife. So I'm going to show it to you what we got. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
And then you turn it upside down, hold the back end of it, and actually rack it. And when you rack it,
wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
YouTube, this is not a gun. This is a knife. So I just
want to give that away,
and it just folds away like that.
That's a cool novelty.
Just racking, it pops out. So this is going to be one of the giveaways I give away on Monday. I thought I saw this where I buy my out the front knives, and I thought that's pretty cool. That's fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Before now and Monday, I'm gonna make 20 fake accounts just so I can have a chance.
Yeah, so Max 1,000 now. I think a while back he was 700? You had a giveaway, and then
750 was my last one, and then we'll do this one now. I think I'm up to 1,040 or something at the moment, so I'm getting up there.
Congrats, both of you. That's cool. I'm glad you're getting there. It'll be fun, the giveaway and streaming with you guys doing that. I can't even believe I'm at 400 because I don't typically do even videos. I'm going to eventually start doing some range videos here and get my butt out here to the local gun range, and I've kind of understood more how to, video clips now and put them together to form some kind of coherent story. And years ago, I didn't. I actually brought a camera one time at the gun range and set it there and forgot and left it on, and battery died on my cam on the tripod. And I got so busy shooting and excited about shooting that day. I think I spent like 6-7 hours there, and running around getting brass, this, that, and the other, and talking to the guys. And one guy says, "We understand and we know you don't like government," or something like that. The guy says, "You're hesitant." And I said, "Oh yeah." Well, why he knew that? I got there and I said, "I was here a few years ago, guys, and the state got a hold of this range." I said, "You always had it, but you had no attendance." I said, "I come in here, you guys want to know my ID." I said, "I didn't mind that, but I said, you even wanted to know how many guns I had and what kind of gun I had." And I said, I told him, I said, "I don't think you need to know that. I mean, I don't think it needs to be written down, in other words." And he said, "We did away with that." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "That was several years ago." And they were cool to me. He gave me brass, the guy there, he talked to me all the time, and we got along great. First experience was really bad about that, started out the way, ID, what are you using, how many you got? And I go, "Oh, no, I don't like this part." But
no kidding.
yeah, he knew it too. He said the state sometimes gets carried away, does things wrong like that. And I go, "Yeah, I know, I understand." But yeah, it'd be great with you guys, man. Congrats on the numbers, and looking forward to it. And good to see you guys in the side chat. Let me go over and call everybody out right quick here, and then we'll get talking about this, that, and the other. Andy79Z28 is what it's good to see, Andy. Kingpin, good to see you. Eagle Run jumped in. I think he may be gone, though. He's busy man all the time. He runs some businesses and builds so many guns. I think he's about like Mac. He's in the Gun of the Month Club, too. Or build of the month, I should say. He had something, 15 days of AR, 15 or something, different calibers, and had videos launching every day there for a while. So check his channel out. These guys got good channels. They're good people. Got Colt 1927. Good to see you, Colt. Good to see you, M. Gabriel. Mac Man, appreciate you being here. Rich B is with us. Let's see. Hasbro over here. Who else? M. Gabriel. Dale Pogue is with us. Alaska 1 Andy. Good to see you, Alaska Andy. 1 Andy. Who else here? 67 Rebel SST AMC. I used to have a Gremlin. And my brother had a Gremlin, and I won't go into that story. I ran out of gas one time on my way to work, and it was so bad because it was bought up north. I ducked my head. People were passing me at work. And I put my head down. I went, "Oh my God, I'm stuck at a red light in this rusty bucket." I was embarrassed. I couldn't see straight. And we did what it was. It had no fuel, thing. So it was just, I ran out of gas. But it was a joke for years. I used to tell my brother, "That's the most awful car I ever drove in my life." Man, but I did have a Gremlin. It was decent, though, years earlier. And I had no issues with it, except a clutch one time. It was pretty good. And I owned Dusters, a few other vehicles at one time or another. Critter 9A, Critter, I sent you a link. If you want to come on and say hello, it's up to you. Any of you guys want to come on? Got anything you want to announce? Say, feel free. Andy, I know he got things always going on. Feel free to, man. I don't mind dropping a link or sending you one in an email. Nightbot is here. I may get rid of him. Let's see, Dale Pogue. Info Bros, good to see you. Scott Smith, appreciate you being here. He's coming here kind of regular now. Appreciate you joining us, man. Good to see you. Hasbro, Garage Guy, good to see you, Garage Guy. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys showing up here, showing the support. The Incredible Bulk, that's kind of new. Appreciate you coming here. We'll check your channel out. If you type 17, I should know that, shouldn't I? 1776, it'll drop your link. And that way, give people a chance if they want to go over and check your channel out. So feel free. G-Webs, Gun Websites is with us. Good to see you, man. Appreciate the thumbs up. That's about it. I don't have a specific topic, but we may go from one thing to another. Sometimes I do the topics I have in the past, but it's been so long as I did shows, I almost forgot, like I said last week, how to use software. I remember now, but at that point I was sitting there going, "What? Can't get the show started." But I've been, let's see. I got lost Hasbro there for a minute.
Yeah,
Critter says he hasn't had a link yet.
Really? I swear I thought I sent you one. Let me
moving
see.
your stream to my channel to see if we can get more people to come over.
Oh yeah, yeah. Do that, Mac. If you want to run my stream and you know buy whatever, feel free. I don't care if you run a stream on your channel. I mean, if you don't want me on your channel, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But if you want to do that, I've actually wanted to do it. Some of you guys, I just haven't got around to talking to you about it.
I think I got it working, but I got to see here. I just thought I'm going to put in some comments and people start streaming there to come over to yours.
Cool. Yeah, if I get doing giveaways, we'll tell them to come to the main channel,
right,
where the main stream is. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but it was working that way at one time. But yeah, good to see you guys. But I watched. I was telling Mac earlier. I watched some YouTube stuff of Eugene Stoner interviews here, and it was very interesting. The history of the M16 AR-10, AR-15. It was called, I think, at the time originally, and the AR-10, and how it got going. And anyway, I got a few barrels. Some of you know it, some of you don't. I got a 6.5 Grendel barrel, 18-inch, more like a government profile, except not heavy on the end. I weighed these barrels the other day, and every barrel I got, even the SOCOM 223-556, the Grendel 18 versus the 223-556 16-inch, is about the same weight. 1 pound, 8 ounces. I think the heaviest was a Criterion 16-ounce. It's called the Core Series Criterion barrel. It's chrome lined, hand lapped on top of it. And it's actually, like I was saying last week, it's actually thick at the rear of the barrel instead of the front. That was an interesting thing, how government, talking about electric cars earlier, Hasbro was, how the gun come about because of bureaucrats and pinheads. And it come to me earlier. I like the way, talks. He calls them pinheads. Bill O'Reilly, he said he'll talk about people, he'll say pinhead. But it's just weird how things happen like that, how these barrels is coming. You start studying them and looking into the history. I'd heard, I know about the powder. And I was young, when Vietnam was here. So I'd heard about the guns failing even back then. I heard little rumors of the soldiers hated it. I had friends in high school. They joined the military. They come back and they go, M16 stinks. I mean, they had no good opinion of it, even in 1970 or, early 70s at the time. But so MSB 9021 has joined us. Nicholas Family Adventures. Nicholas, yeah, appreciate you being here, man. Feel free to type 1776 and drop your link for your channel. Just don't spam the chat. That's all I ask. Drop your link and check out these other people. Check out Mac. Mac, he did 1776 earlier. Check his channel out, guys. These are good channels. Hasbro's got good channels. In case I'm going to repeat some of this sometimes because I know there's people coming in occasionally. Hasbro's almost 2,000 now. He had his 1,500 giveaway a few months ago, which I enjoyed that show. He's got almost 2 now. Max had a 700 subscriber giveaway. He's at about 1,000 now. He's going to be having a show, so be sure to keep your eye on being posted and check out their stuff, guys. So it'll be good stuff to watch. Hang on. Oh, sorry about that, Critter. I got talking. Look at the side chat, man. Forgot all about you there.
So I've just streamed onto my channel,
and
there's a couple of people jumped on, so I've been answering them. But I've noticed that I can answer them on mine, and they're on mine, but they're coming up on yours as well. I haven't noticed that before on anybody else's stream.
No,
Okay.
It's only on yours, unless they come over to yours.
Yeah, but I've just clicked back onto this stream now with the AR, and I'm looking at his side chat, and the people that are saying hi to me are on my side, are coming up on his side automatically. It's like that there. That's Farms in Nashville. That's actually on my side, but it's shown up on this one as well. I haven't seen that before.
Wow.
And see the one below where I've answered. I said, hi, Phil and Nicholas. Thanks for joining us. So that's come up on your stream, but I answered him on my channel when I was streaming. I've never seen that before.
Good. I know they're constantly improving StreamYard. So that's good.
I just answered Gabriel on my side, and it didn't show up on this one.
Okay.
So I got Yukon 454, and he says here through Mac. So I'm going to go hi, Yukon.
Hey, Yukon 5454. Appreciate you being here.
I just said hi to him.
Got Nicholas Family Farms.
And it's coming up on AR stream as well. That's cool.
Oh, okay. Wow. But yet, when Hasbro does it, it's not. Are you co-host Mike right now? Did you take that co-host link the other week?
Maybe
a few months ago.
I can't do nothing on you. I can't highlight anybody or do anything like that, so I don't know.
Okay, you were a co-host at once.
Yeah,
I might have. We'll get it back to you. I might have undone it. Ron Wayne is with us. Appreciate you being here. Making sure I don't miss you guys. And how you doing, Critter? What's going on, brother? Give him time to get here. Haven't talked to you in a long time. Man, you look like Santa Claus there now. Can't hear you. Yeah. Critter usually joins us in the old days all the time, and I'll occasionally send him a link. He's a good guy. He's a moderator at 76highboy.com gun forum. And it basically runs it. And
I haven't been on that for a while.
I go over and say hello and look for things occasionally. I had someone move one of my things I posted, moved it into the proper area the other day. I says, yeah, they were right. So I typically used to move a lot of things. Like if something wound up in the wrong area, I would just move it and get to a notification or something. But I try to help out over there when I can. And I used to be on there more regular at one time. Try to get on every day at one time. But you all check that gun forum out. It's good content, all kinds of answers, questions, content from Viejo to, we all got channels over there. I got channels, sub forum, Mac does. Do you have Hasbro? Don't you have one over there?
On what?
Are you in High Voice sub forum?
I am.
Okay. I posted one video the other week, I think a few weeks ago about that. I'll tell you something happened to me lately. I went, all my streams were going and everything I did would go over last year to Rumble. Guess what? I contacted, it's not now, put it that way. This here did, which I did this, you guys remember this, the punches. I did a little video on it for what few watched it, but which it doesn't matter. That's fine with me because I don't usually do videos. Everybody's not used to coming over watching videos on my channel. I did mostly live streaming when I started out and did panels, which is weird. I think I started out in reverse or backward, but anyway, can you hear us, Critter? No sound. You can hear me. I had a Windows update, Critter, the other day too, and my sound last week, I like to not got it up for the show. I had a lot of Hasbro remembers.
Yep.
I had to do like 2 or 3 reboots. I ain't kidding you. It was a mess after the update.
Sounds good now, though.
Is it too loud?
No, you're fine.
Huh? But DJ Play Nice, what's up? BB.
Still don't hear you, Critter.
Still can't. Reboot if you have to, Critter. You can come on back on if you need to reboot or anything. Check, well, you probably know that. Check your start menu, check your settings, sound, and look and see if you got your software is recognizing your hardware. But that's, you know more about your system than I do. I do know Windows to a point.
Yeah, I've just jumped onto Rumble and my last video went across 7 weeks ago. I don't know why it's not going over anymore.
Yeah, and what it is, guys, I contacted StreamYard the other day, a week ago, and I said, all my videos, nothing's going over there anymore. Well, that's, we haven't did nothing, so you need to check with them. And so basically, like I said, 7 weeks ago, which is almost what Mac has happened to him too. We're identical, Mac, actually. I think mine says 7 weeks. So we all got cut off from YouTube to Rumble somehow. So, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. I did do some settings to try to see if it was a technical issue. Still could be. I haven't contacted Rumble because I don't know them that well, and I didn't see a contact form, thing on it. Raleigh Carvelis is with us. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in too, Ron. DJ Play Nice, Hasbro, Wayne. Who else we got up there? Peterson Farms of Nashville. Oh, okay. Thank
On
you,
B-
Peterson. He's got some good stuff, man. Tractors, deer hunts, all kinds. Check his channel out, guys. Feel free, Peterson Farms of Nashville. Drop your 1776 and drop your link, and you guys check his channel out. All these guys got good stuff, man. They're way better than me. I don't do a lot of videos. I started out 2 years ago streaming, a little over 2 years ago, I think, and that's all me and Echo did was stream. I didn't do many videos. I do occasional one, and now I lost my channel. I didn't lose the channel. The channel got gone, and I lost. I think I had. I've told this before. I was grandfathered in on monetization in the early days. I was everything that you guys can do at 1,000 now. I had all that years ago, except I didn't do the monetization. I didn't ever clicked it. Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead now.
Hello?
Yeah, we got
there
you.
we go.
How you been doing, Critter?
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
I like
Sound good, man.
piece of shit.
Hey, on BB's question, real quick for you, BB, if you want to type it in the chat, are you
Let's
talking
see.
cartridge or cap and ball or black powder? There's a different answer to that question.
I'm trying
I
to
think he's
find him.
talking about normal.
Yeah, that's what I'm
route.
thinking, but
I'm trying to find him to highlight him, and I got to get Mac as let's see. I have to scroll all the way up. Running with Scissors joined us. Sorry, if I overlook you guys, gals, I don't mean to. It's just we get to talking sometimes, and occasionally I'll miss one. And it always bugs me too, because we don't like missing. You know, we always want to give you a shout out and talk with you. So, to me, we've always did this channel very interactive, even with Echo in the early days. I said sometimes the chat will actually. I have had it dictate which way the show would go, but not always though, because that can be a bad thing sometimes, because you get talking about heart and health and this, that, and the other. But
hey, Mac, is BB on your channel? Because I don't find him on this one.
that's probably why I'm not seeing him.
He's on my channel, yeah.
Okay,
what
I got-
say, he just come up and he said it's cartridges. So, and what you're saying, BB, no question is stupid. Never think that. If you don't know, ask, because it's safer to ask one of us or somebody rather than just guess. So you never got a stupid question. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Ask anything you like. So going back to it, because you're using cartridges, I tend to use pin gauges. I clean the cylinders, the 5 or the 6 cylinders out inside the cylinder, the things, give them a really good clean and use pin gauges to measure them, because that's more important. But you can always slug the barrel as well, because you might find there's a huge difference. But your bullet is going to be based on the cylinder more than the bore of the barrel. So you can do it either way, but I'd always use pin gauges and measure the cylinders. That's probably going to be more important for you.
Yeah, and we don't know everything here, guys. We, even though we're in this community, so there's a few things here and there that we're unaware of, maybe, or don't know. It's just common. What you can do, BB, typically lead bullets are 5.5. If it's 9mm, for example, if it was in a pistol, it'd be like 5.56. Jacket would be, what was it, 5.55 Mac? I think jacketed in 9mm, if I remember.
355.
Yeah, so lead is a little very different. Powder coating a very little different, and there's certain things you got to learn in that thing like that. But basically, revolver, I would just load it up, go by the book. Always do your book. Follow what they say. Don't do a hot load.
Yeah, like Andy said, you're measuring the actual chamber inside the cylinder.
Yeah, so it'll be
or the barrel. That would. And you won't go far wrong.
You can't go wrong doing that either. Slugging a barrel.
The barrel will be smaller than the cylinder, right? It's got the forcing cone. It reduces the diameter to engage the rifling butt.
Supposed to be, but I've had them. I've got them where the barrel is bigger than the cylinder, so I've had to rig my bullets a little bit to suit the gun. But yeah, it's not always that you'd think it was, but sometimes the barrel's bigger than the cylinder.
Like right now, I got some lead bullets that Willie Bullet Man sent me that I thought was 9mm, and they're measuring out on my caliper right now, BB, and you guys, they're measuring out. At last I did a long time ago was 3.58 larger than 357.
That's right.
Yeah. So actually, I
For a
thought I
Red
had
Bull,
nine.
that's right.
Willie might have got confused, and I still got them here down here somewhere in there in the kitchen, actually around the door here. And I was going to actually get a 5.56 though, and pull them down and size them down and shoot them in a 9mm.
And then Nicholas Family Adventures, he's saying, anyone reload shotgun shells? I don't, but he's asking about a fairly reasonable loader. From what I've seen, a lot of people buy the Mech or Mac Junior? Yeah. That's the one that I see most people starting off with, but I haven't got any experience in it at all. So I'm only saying what I've actually seen other people use it. So I don't know if anybody else on your load shotgun.
I got a Mech Junior, a 12 gauge, and a Mech Junior 410.
There we go. I've never loaded shotgun.
A few.
Not one of those. I got a few loads done, actually about 70 something. 410s, about 15 or 20, no, 78, no, 100 12 gauge and 75 410s done. I'm just trying to give me a shotgun so I can shoot them.
I remember you talking about that 410. Mm-hmm. That was my first shotgun, actually, when I was young. I forgot how I got it now through a friend.
And I can see John hand loading. I think he's got a Lee loader. It works well. Tommy Boy saying the Mech 600, and then Colt is saying the Mech Junior in 12 gauge. So there's a couple of options there for you. Hopefully that helps.
Appreciate you being here, John's hand loading. Running with Scissors. Thank you for dropping by. Sometimes there'll be occasional ladies come in here. If your significant other, check their channel out, guys. Gals and guys. They may have good content you may like. Feel free.
You guys see those waves in my video?
Mm-hmm. Right now?
Yeah. Do you see any like light waves going from the bottom to the top?
I see your bright lights over you, like you're going to heaven.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I know it's LEDs up there, but
yeah,
I don't know why. All of a sudden, it's almost like the frequency of these things has changed because I never had this problem, and I've noticed it in some of the videos showing up.
Is it the old fluorescent or the LED?
No, these are all LEDs.
Okay, I've never had an issue. I've had one failure. I've never seen. I don't see anything.
I can see a little bit on the edge of your light that is quivering a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you move the camera, especially, like move your camera for a second.
It's just sort of waving a little bit right on the edge of the light.
No big deal.
Affecting the rest of your screen.
Yeah, you look great. I mean, it's fine. Mm-hmm. Just a little flutter on the edges.
I wouldn't say that, but image quality may be okay.
I should have said your camera looks great. Appreciate everybody coming in here, checking the show out tonight, man. It's an honor having you all. It humbles me. And
Tommy Boy says it's from the 60 hertz in the 120 volt, whatever that means. I'm not an electrical person, but you might know what that means.
Yeah, that's got to be. I know it's got to be the frequency the lights are taken from the power source, but I don't know really how to clean it out. I didn't notice it before, but I don't know why.
I had one fail here a while back, and I'm actually going to get a few little panels like Max got. I'm still on the verge of getting that Sony ZV-1 that Max got. His picture's too doggone good when he does a live stream, man. I mean, it just makes me. I mean, look at the only reason I got a little red in my skin is because I got OBS running and I've got the brightness turned down. Believe it or not, but I appreciate each and every one of you coming in here tonight. Got a lot of people. D-Dub D37 with us here. Good to see you, D-Dub.
MacMan's camera secret is having all that blue in the background.
Do you remember his laptop days? He'd be in the shop.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden that Sony came into play, and whoa. I mean, it was like high definition. I mean,
huge difference.
Mm-hmm. We can see it's always such a pleasure watching his show because you can actually see the bullet, the machine. Everything's got clarity. Mine, I can do a tutorial here, and it's awful with this cheap camera. And
yeah, I'm really happy with this Sony camera. It works really well for me.
I can get it. I paid off a credit card the other day, or almost paid
go.
it off. I just kind of, I've occasionally, if I should have got it when Amazon had to do 18-month financing, and like an idiot, I waited. Now it's 12 months, which makes it more money. I typically do the zero interest thing, so I don't.
So John Hanloden is asking what camera. So this one is the Sony. Was it there? Let me get the number off it. Where is it? It's the ZV1. Sony ZV1. It's the one that most YouTube bloggers and content people are tending to be using. Chris from the 740 turned me on to it because that's what he uses, and it wasn't the cheapest. I think it was about $800, and then it comes with a little tripod stand with all the controls on it. You can actually hold it in your hand, and if you're filming on your hand, you can start, and you don't have to be at the camera. You can just press it on the tripod, and the tripod works on it, or you can have it like when I have it set up for my streams. I have the camera on the tripod and the little Sony tripod I can have by the side of me, and I can just switch things on and off. But I think that was about $180 for the tripod and thing, but it was well worth it. It's a really
what do you do? You actually reach on that remote. It's kind of like a remote tripod, right? And you got buttons on it.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I was wondering what you touched. I didn't know if you touched your camera or that remote that's designed to go with it.
I just got the camera mounted on a normal tripod, like the one behind me, or that side.
Oh, okay.
I mounted on a tripod like that, and then I can hold the little 3-leg tripod from Sony.
Yeah.
And I can take photos. I can start videos. I can zoom in and out. So I can. So it does. I don't have to go behind the camera and do it. I can actually do it all from the little controller.
I'm definitely getting that. I think it's 150 on Amazon right now for that one. At this point.
So where have you been, Critter? I haven't seen you in ages. Can you hear us, Critter?
He's muted.
Are you muted?
Sorry, I was trying to get too many things at once.
Yeah, I was asking, where have you been? We haven't seen you in ages. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm kind of loading 45 ACPs, about 5 a day, just to keep it do something. I do a 5 a day.
Well, it's good to see you. Like you said, I haven't seen you in a while. And it's really good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Critter. I was wondering what you've been up to, man. How you doing?
Just kind of.
Did you got your trailer paid off, right? You paid that off, I think. You told me a while back.
My trailer paid off, and my little 4-wheeler wheelchair is paid off. I even bought another wheelchair.
Oh wow! Congrats. Good. Yeah, I've been doing mostly lately, and I mentioned this last week. I've been ordering a lot of little AR tools, vice blocks, and I may do videos showing some of my favorite ones because I wouldn't keep them if they weren't on my favorite. If they were okay, these are okay. They seem to be good. I did send back one, and I won't really talk about who that was. And it was not because it was bad. I just didn't like the way it was. To me, it didn't seem to function for my thing the way I like it to. But company did give my money back. So I've been doing that. The only thing I need a barrel dimpler for the 625 gas block on the Criterion. I'm having a Criterion build. I'm hoping to, the way Rumble is now, I'm hoping to get a video on YouTube, kind of edited. Check that out coming down the around the loop here, guys. It'll be a Criterion barrel, which is hand lapped, chrome lined. They make good barrels, and I'll have an AR build on it, and with a 15-inch Aero Precision M-Lock rail. Actually, it'll be the R. Pardon?
When I rebuilt my M1903 rifle, that's what I put on. It was Criterion, and I was truly amazed when I bore scoped that barrel. It was a work of art, one of the best lap barrels I've ever had, and it's going on a 1903 Springfield.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'll tell this story because there's new people in here. It sounds like I'm repeating myself all the time because you guys know what I say last week, but a lot of these people in the side chat don't. I got this Criterion barrel years ago, before COVID, and I talked with Echo about it back then. And I didn't like it because it was thin at the end at the time. And I thought, well, I paid almost 300 smackers for it, close to it. And I may send it back. And they said, what do you want? You want our, I said, well, how about you got government profile? And the lady says, you mean ultralight? And I said, well, if that's what you call it, I don't think a government's ultralight, but apparently she categorized it as an ultralight, which is, that would be pencil in our terms, and maybe Gunner, Hansen profile, et cetera, depending on what company you check out. But this, I've decided to do a build on this barrel. So that will be coming, and I'll try to get it over to Rumble, and I may even have it sitting here where, like Hasbro occasionally does, and you can, and Mac, where you can see the gun as it progresses or whatever, or maybe completed. Well, I'll work on it. Do that.
You flashed that box by, and it looked like it said critter. You got a critter barrel.
It does, don't it? well, let me see. No, it's upside down. I can't get it. Hey, yeah.
There you go. The critter barrel.
It does look like it, don't it?
Just screen one side of it off.
Check out Critter. He sells good barrels. And he'll give you a refund. Give them to you free sometime. No. Appreciate you being here, Critter. Good to see you. So how's life over on the forum? You keeping you busy still?
Not really. I mean, damn it, come on. I've been having problems with some jackass from Belgium or Netherlands. I ain't sure which.
Mm-hmm. I kind of no surprise. I've been hacked. I told it last week. I've been hacked 20 something days during Christmas on Amazon in the Middle East. I was hacked in November 5 days. Probably made 50 phone calls the second time. I mean, it was mind boggling. I finally got some sense in me and did the 2-step verification. I'd call them and go, we don't know who you are. I go, how about an order number? Will that work? Yeah. I said, because I'd have to actually tell them ways to solve this. I thought, this is strange. I told myself, I get so tired of calling you all, and I have to tell you how to do your job at times. I mean, I would. I have to sit there and go, well, how about an order number? Can you look me up then? Oh, yeah. I said, well, great. I said, but one day they'd tell me one thing. The next day they'd tell me another thing. The next person would tell me another thing. And it just, put it this way, it was a frustrating 20-something days here. Plus, I was trying to do my motor, too, at the same time. So, but enough of that. HIPAA has joined. It's good to see you, HIPAA. He always was with us in the early days. Appreciate you being here.
You want to do another shout out? I got a little hashtag to throw out there for everybody to do.
Go ahead.
Is that okay with you?
No, don't ever ask me. Just, yeah, do it. Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, here you go. You call them out. There, everybody type that in.
Pound Mac 1000.
Hashtag Mac 1000. There you go.
Not, I call it pound. Hashtag Mac 1000.
Yeah, hashtag.
Yeah. Yeah. Congrats, Mac. Yeah, Mac. Both of you been growing, and I hope to eventually get some gun content more instead of just reloading. Do a little bit both. A little bit sometimes reloading, sometimes the gun content. I enjoy the guns, and I think. And I'm still learning things too, even about the history of the AR, even though I know some of it. I kind of grew up with it, but this is fun. I've already did a lower, but I haven't did the upper. I got all that stuff. I only need that. Like I said, I need a dimple jig, and that's it on the upper, and I'll get that rolling soon. And I agree, Tommy boy. Yeah, it came about by bureaucracy and the bigwigs and. He brought a lot of people in. McNamara did back in that day that really didn't know anything about stuff, and actually, it's weird how it got away from the Army, because the Army is the one that does all that stuff. But that time was an exception. So, but check that history out. Eugene Stoner, very interesting history. Bobby Barlow is with us. Good to see you, Bobby. Appreciate you being in here.
I tell you what, AR, since it's Max 1000, Mac, why don't you call out all those names? And
let's go back and have a look at the start. So Hasbro on the panel and on the side chat. Colt 1927. Garage Guy 879. Good to see you guys. Tommy Boy's out there. Andy 79Z28 is still with us. Dwayne 7834. D-Dub D37. Good to see you guys. Hipcus, is it that how you say it?
D-Dub, yeah, D-Dub D37, I think. Yeah.
Bobby Barlow, good to see you, Bobby. Running with Scissors.
I love that name.
DJ Play Nice, good to see you, DJ. Dale Pogue is out there. Phil, Peterson Farms in Nashville is with us. Alaska One Andy, sorry, is with us. Tread is with us. That's so many we got so far. Thank you guys for joining us. Really appreciate it.
We sure do. I haven't been streaming much the past year, with some of you aware of it. And look, I can't even believe we got the numbers we got tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you supporters. You're amazing.
Chessboard has just jumped on as well. So good to see you. I'll keep calling them out as they pop up.
Yeah.
Info Bros. You missed them.
Oh,
I called
Info
him.
Brother.
Yeah.
Good night, Info Brother. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you on the next one.
Good to see you, Info Bro. Take care, man. It's actually Info Bro.
Info Bro.
Yeah, I actually was talking to him in the side chat a long time ago about that. How people were calling him Info Brothers and Info Bros or Bro.
Sorry about that.
No big deal. I was just letting you know. I actually ran into a guy that had that part of that bro in his thing, and I actually said the same thing, brothers. And he goes, no. I go, okay. So that's how I'm so aware of it. I forget who it was. It's been a long time now. It's in someone else's stream a while back. But, I'm doing, you know what I'm doing? Look, if we look at the world right now, I'm going to start back. I did some 9 here recently, a little bit of time, kind of like Critter does. I'm going to start back my 5.56. I have found some rounds. It says Full Metal Jacket Boat Tail Hollow Point, and they're 4,000 for $289. Put it this way: for 300 something bucks plus shipping, you get 4,000 rounds of stuff. So that's a good deal. I forget I'm trying to think. I think it's Widener's. Reloading, Widners. I'm not sure they still got it today. It was last week before last. I mean, you can't, for $300 to get 4,000 rounds, man, of that stuff. It's really a good deal. Yeah. And that's the only way I'll buy the stuff. I got 2,000 here. It's actually Hornady, but it's named from Mid-South. Mid-South. What's that? You know what I'm talking about, Hasbro? Mid-South.
Yep, Mid-South Shooter Squad. I buy from them all the time.
Yeah, I have before. And, well, of course I did with the bullets, but it's a varmint, but it's actually Hornady, 55 grain soft point. And the box is heavy. I mean, seriously.
Send me a name or something when you find it. Okay. For the people who are in the 4,000, because I could do with buying some of them.
Oh, look on the forum. I got it posted. 76highboy.com. Yeah. I got the link in there. Yeah, I've been doing past few weeks trying to do sales for everybody when I see that stuff. So I've been posting it. I originally called it a newsletter, but I just went ahead and posted the sale when I see it.
And where does it pop up in there?
It'd be under my channel, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it would be. It would be under the buy sale thing area of the forum. Yeah.
Okay. Rich B has joined us. Good to see you, Rich. C&T Designs and Arms is out there.
Good to see you, Coop.
Joined us. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt.
Hey, Mark. His name's Mark. Now, guys, in these other communities, don't mean to interrupt you, Mike. Some of these people in these other communities, they call each other by their first name. We don't do that a lot in this community, and it causes me even confusion. But I kind of learned from going into people like Mark and Corner Clubhouse and areas, and he does little chats during the day, I think on his break, and live streams, and they go by first names. And it used to confuse me when I first went over there a few years ago and would say hey to people. But check your channel out, Mark, if you want to drop your link, man. He does little lives from time to time. Type 1776. Go ahead, Max. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, bro.
No, you're good. I'm just reading the people off as they were jumping on. That's all.
All right.
Yeah, feel free.
And you want to see something that Eagle Run 2-3 talked me into?
Yeah, let's see.
I think I'm easily talked into buying stuff. That's the problem. But I don't know how you can see that in the camera or not.
Let me see.
a Kung Fu grip.
Oh wow. Yeah. Die free.
But I love the name of the company that makes it. Die Free Company. And it's not DYE. They're
Huh.
out of New Hampshire making gun parts. That's pretty brave.
Wow.
I haven't even opened this. Maybe I'll just open it now because I hadn't opened it yet. And it's supposed to be more vertical, which I think will be really good on my new 1022 chassis for target shooting.
Mhm.
But yeah, you can see it's definitely more vertical, very little rake angle to it.
That's a B5, isn't it?
Kind of a finger grip.
Is that a
That's
B5?
quite cool.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. It looks
Got
kind
a
of like
nice
a B5.
I like the texture feel. It's really nice. Very, very aggressive.
Huh.
It's got it on the back side there a little bit too.
What's the name of the
So,
company?
Die Free.
Die Free Company presents Kung Fu Grill. Okay.
I mean, the packaging is worth it, right?
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
But anyway, so I'm going to give that a try just because for target shooting, it's a little better if you have a vertical grip, not so raked back like you would for hunting. And you tend not to pull off a little bit. So I'm going to try it on that MDT Oryx chassis. It's supposed to take these, so we'll see what happens.
I like those grips that don't have a severe original, AR-15 grip. I don't like those real angle grips. It bothers my wrist.
Interesting though. The bottom is wide open. There's no bottom to it. Like
Wow. Yeah. Looks nice.
Anyway.
Though.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a whirl.
What's your little? Is that a little doughboy?
Oh, that's Mr. Bill.
Mr. Bill.
Mr. Bill from Saturday Night Live. I have him around as a stunt double. This is the one I don't shoot, but I have another one that I do shoot. And I got a video on it, but I put him on top of a Bud Light can, shot the Bud Light can. And I did it in slow motion. Then he spins around. He lands on the balance beam I was shooting off of. So I shot him. And he goes spinning like a top.
Wow.
Hey, we're going to have to put this in one of the giveaways.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool. I'll throw it in the drawer of stickers to give away.
Guys, for the new people coming in, Mac is having a 1,000 sub giveaway thing coming up. He'll post. Check his channel out, guys. He's a great channel, great friend. Hasbro, he's got his almost 2,000 coming up. So check their channels out. And I'm gonna have a 400 coming up. I got to find some stuff to give away first, and I don't want to copy everybody, but I may end up having to copy and kind of give away what's the easiest. Simple. I can't do expensive things. I'll
tell you what I'll do, AR. When you hit yours, I'll make more of these. We can give them away.
Okay.
These 3D printed powder pans, I just love. And this one's a little bit big. I did it as a scaling thing, but I use them all the time. I don't use a regular pan anymore.
Cool. So you got you a 3D printer, I take it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I've wondered about them. I've just never, pulled the plug. I know a lot of that stuff is selling everywhere on eBay. All kinds of things.
The one I got is I got it because I have a partner in a dental device in Houston, and we were making prototypes for something. And then it came with one head, right? One filament. And I added two, so I can print two materials at one time. So where that gets interesting to me, it was interesting. Maybe it's not to anybody else, but I also, when I have time, do model aircraft. And so I printed the center hub in a strong material like an ABS, and then I printed a rubber around it. It was all one piece. But the two heads allow you to do that at one time.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I do that highlight. Yeah, feel free, Mike, to talk, and I may occasionally interrupt you. I don't mean to. Kind of got lag on this end occasionally from time to time.
I had a quick look on High Boy's site. I couldn't see that link for the.
Okay, I'll send it to you on text when I get off the show. We're not going to run real long. Who else is here? Yeah, CNT. He said I should have over 400. I don't do a lot of videos, Coop. I did a few weeks ago. I did more, a few on this, gunsmithing tools, and I can edit, but I'm not that great at it. So I kind of, matter of fact, today, the past few days, I was going to come home and get my phone out and transfer all the video that I'd shot on a motor in there on a stand and put it up. But I haven't had time. I had to go see my daughter today, so I've been kind of busy. But I'm going to try to get content up on AR-15s, build content. I can't do build content on YouTube. I'll say that again. But I'll do I'll talk about it, and it'll skip forward. It'll be that part you won't see, and then I'll try to put it on Rumble, guys. And I need to develop Rumble a little bit more. According to what I'm reading, I don't even have a channel over there, but all my videos are over there. And used to, my streams would go over there. All of a sudden, I think Mac is off now. He can't. Usually, I'm actually got a thing where it's tied into here, StreamYard. I never even click on it, but it sends it automatically to Rumble. Okay, 7 weeks ago or 8, it stopped. No more, none since this here. The last I did on the brass punches. So, Tread is with us. Good to see you, Tread. Colt 1927. Hope you're doing good, man. Appreciate the compliment, guys. CNT Colt, you humble me, man. I appreciate that. I try to do. Mac will know. The other day I said something about. He said, just do a show. I said, I'm trying to think of something to talk about or to do. I tend to kind of want to get some kind of idea, but sometimes we just wing it. Just see how it goes. And I don't really stress over it because I do this mostly for fun. Actually, I do it for fun and fellowship with you guys, to spend time with everybody, stay in contact with people. It's weird. Years ago, I used to wonder how you got to know people on social media. You probably thought that, Mac, maybe, I don't know, I'm a little older than you. And I go, how do you really get to know these guys? And you don't know them, personally, granted, but you follow them, you see what their videos are, you talk to them in the side chat. And after a while, it's like you've known them for a long time. That's the way I look at you. So some of you guys have been with me 2 years. And Mac, now he's streaming. He just started. Well, when did you start, Mac? 6 months ago? 8 months?
I'm up to like 30, 40 streams so far. So like 40 weeks, 45 weeks.
Okay.
Wow.
Nearly a year.
Congrats, Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
And
Dwayne,
we did one stream on him. Go ahead, Critter. You gonna say anything, Critter? I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought you said something.
I said, hi.
Oh, okay. You building anything outside of reloading? That's about all you're doing right now. Just loading a few every day.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah. What was you saying? You were reloading 5 a day? I forget the caliber.
Oh, yeah, it was 45 ACP.
Okay.
I bought 1,000 cases from Capital One or Capital Reloading or whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got about 300 small primer cases and about 400, 500, 600 of the large primer cases. So I spent 3 or 4 days separating all that out, knocking out the old primers. What the hell with trying to wash them? I just reload them.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to start back doing the 5.56, 55 grain soft point. I'm going to pull it all back here and start doing it. I'm going to take my time, but I'm going to start cranking them out.
I thought about that too, but the price for 223 brass, even once fired, is like $70 for 200 or 500.
Wow. No, I ain't paying
I
that.
need to start selling my brass. Well, hey, Critter, you're going to hate me for saying this, but I got into a deal with buying brass straight off a police range and a military range, and I got 5-gallon buckets of 223.
Man.
So maybe I'll hook you up, Critter. If you run out, you let me know.
I was going to say that people like Hasbro, people in the Sun Chat, they're great guys. Mac has sent me 40 caliber brass. I think 1,000 rounds, wasn't it, Mac? I didn't know the amount. It looked like 2 bags. Jamie on Georgia Shooting Connection sent me years ago 300 or something, 5.56. Curtis Long has sent me a little brass. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't even be reloading this half the time because the prices are so insane.
It's about 3 years ago.
Tommy Boy wins.
3 years ago, I got 1,000 for 3 cents a case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was affordable. I knew it went up at one time. It started getting high during COVID. Well, during the flu, I should say. And I was supposed to really say that word, but who cares? I said it anyway. But yeah, and then at times I looked a few weeks ago and I noticed it was getting high on something. I forget what caliber it was. I went, whoa.
Well, I spent about 1,000 of them, cut down to 300 blackouts.
Yeah, I've done that.
The others I made 223s.
I learned the hard way about head stamps and cutting down to 300 blackout. Not all works. I had loaded 500 rounds of a case that didn't work. It was like, man, that was painful tearing it all down.
Really? What was the difference? What am I missing here?
I think it has to do with the case thickness in the end when you neck it down. But there's a list, and I don't remember what site I found it on. It lists all the known brass types that work. And I think I had 2 that didn't work, and the rest of mine did. So fortunately, it was a small number. But in order to I was loading this for another person. I wanted to give them all the same case head stamp, so everything would be consistent instead of mixing them up, And I loaded all the wrong ones. Cut them all, did everything.
I haven't got into the blackout thing yet. My Grendel's going to be where I'm going to go for hog and deer hunting, but I might down the road. I don't want subsonic though. I want a little bit more heft, a lot more power. I might, if I did subsonic, probably for my great grandson, maybe let him shoot it. And he's 10 now, actually. I was up there. What was it? I think was up there for some kind of dinner at my granddaughter's a few weeks ago, and her husband comes out with his AR, and I look at it, and I put, is it loaded? He snatches the mag out, and I had the barrel in the ceiling. I said, yeah, it's not gun. He said, I wanted a quad rail. I said, a lot of people like those quad rails, but they're so heavy. Now, M-Lock is just about taking over the entire thing now. C&T says, I think my next AR bill will be a 6.5 grand. Yeah, it's Eagle Run 2-3 gifted me with a Grendel barrel, guys, for the new people on here that want to know, or for your information. I'm going to try to do a Grendel, which is a supersonic, right, Hasbro, for deer and hog.
Oh, yeah, definitely supersonic.
Mm-hmm.
My next one's going to be 22 arc. I want one so bad, and Hornady releases this thing, and all the major barrel manufacturers aren't shipping yet. So you can get people doing specialty Bart Lane barrels or whatever, a few other ones, but you're going to pay $500 to $800 for the barrel. I'm not playing that game because I can get really accurate barrels out of Wilson Combat, which isn't cheap, White Oak Armament, but I don't think they're going to support it, and a few others. Faxon is good, except you got to dimple your own barrel. I find that annoying, but I do it anyway. But anyway, so that's where I'm waiting, is for that 200, 250, maybe 300 max barrel range, and they're not there yet. Maybe at SHOT Show they'll announce them. Maybe that's what they're waiting on. I don't know.
Got you, Brutal Bob. Welcome. Appreciate you coming here, man. Yeah, I just never. I gravitated to the Grendel. Talked about it for a while, and Eagle Run 2-3 sent me a barrel here. He's an ambassador for Faxon, and he comes on the show occasionally. Pardon?
You have brass yet?
I have no. I don't even have the die yet for the round yet. I got to get the die set, and I need brass. And boy,
you get closer, you let me know. I'll either send you some I have, or we'll get you set up with some Starline. That's my favorite in the Grendel right now.
Okay, appreciate it, man. I don't care if it's once fired. I'll pay shipping. If you
I've got more than once fired, but
I bet.
I'll send it to you all annealed and ready to go. So.
Oh wow, I appreciate that, man. You guys are amazing. Sometimes I appreciate it, Hasbro. But yeah, I do. I got to order. They do have a die set on Midway USA right now, 6.5 Grendel Hornady for $55, I think, for the set. And Hornady also has a new dial micrometer, but it's about like $90. But it's bigger and red and nicer than the little thin one that they used to have. So I want to. Oh yeah, I see the bullets there. Match.
I don't know if you can see. Up there. At the top of the screen, I have a ton of those Hornady custom grade dies now. I'm finding them to be very accurate. And I put the micrometer adjustment tool on top of them. It's like $30, and you can dial the bullet seating in crazy good. And I am doing precision long range, very accurate rounds with that kind of stuff. I mean, I got the 6.5 Creedmoor down to 0.27 MOA. Using a $50 set of Hornady dies.
Wow!
So I can't fault them at all. I think it's a very good deal for the money.
That I was going to go to Hornady because they're the money. They're so good, and they do bushing dies. I've heard match grade, and I'm gonna probably go ahead and get that ordered here next week or so. Second Starline, Hippo says. Yep. Starline's got good brass. Yeah, I noticed that the Grendel brass is fairly high. I think it's, if I remember.
Yep.
Yeah, it was up there. Yeah.
I haven't checked in a while. I think it was like 140 or 50 for 250. I could be off. I'll look at it.
I think you're right. Or close. Yeah. Kind of high. I think I seen them, and I think 100 rounds was like $90, something like that. It was up there. I went, whoa. But you know, I got the barrel free. I got to get the dies and the stuff up, and I'll get that going.
250 for 144.50.
If you
honestly, 250 is a lot of 6.5 Grendel, especially since you can. I know Starline. In fact, you can go to 8 times if you anneal it.
Wow.
Hornady, I've had die around 5 or 6 reloads, but even with annealing, it seems to be a harder brass.
So Starline typically lasts longer than Hornady brass.
That's what I found.
Okay.
I like Starline brass.
Yeah, my brother, I got under the bench here. I got 540 S&W brand new. My brother bought, and he brought 500 Acura plated bullets, 155 grain for 40 S&W. And I've been trying to tell him for months, let's go bring his barrel over here and we'll go shoot. And he goes, yeah, but we never go at this point. Outdoors with Big Mac's joined us. Good to see you, Big Mac. Appreciate you coming here. Good to see you, Brutal Bob. Nala has both the 6.5 Grendel, Bob says, and 300 black. She loves them both. They are cool. That is nice. Yeah, I do definitely love the Grendel. It's just, and not only that, I had my choice. I didn't know. He asked me about, fluted or the big barrel. Well, I didn't want to sit there and get a guy to give me a expensive barrel. I said, I'll just take just a regular barrel, lightweight for hunting. But this wound up being regular, like $200 something match grade barrel, even though it's a thin one. And it's match series in the Faxon lineup of Grendel. And it basically looks almost like a military, SOCOM military type barrel, except a little thinner on the end where the government model's, thicker right there. So.
Outdoors with Big Matt has joined us. Good to see you.
Yeah, he does live sometimes. He's a nice guy, good guy.
Out there.
Big Matt, drop you hit type 1776 guys, and drop you a link, and you all check their channels out. Sorry, Mac, didn't mean to try to walk on you.
No, I was just saying hi. Just make sure I'm trying to say hi as I see new people jumping on.
Because believe me, I appreciate Mac speaking up and Hasbro both. I do. I don't. If not, I'll get to talking too much. So.
You're up.
But we're gonna wind this down here shortly, guys.
I'll drop a couple of links here.
Okay.
This is Outdoors with Big Matt. That's his channel.
Yeah, I know. One day I was watching, he was fishing. That's been a little while back. So he does outdoor stuff. I haven't been the past, I guess, 6 months, or basically since this motor. I haven't been on some of the lives, in the shed as much as I'd like. Freedom Redbird, I typically go on her side and say hello sometimes. Big Matt's corner clubhouse guy, I'll go say hello to him if I see him. Sometimes I just accidentally, see the guy streaming. I don't get notifications on a brand new phone. I get no audio notifications. Now, when I got it, I think I turned them off at night, and then I went back in there and turned them on. I don't seem to get them, so I have to basically get up in the morning, look at everybody, and see who's went live or whatever. So,
a good Tommy boy just said it takes close to 700,000 or more to add a new brass offering from Starline. Wow, that's a lot of money to set it up, isn't it?
Yeah. I was actually watching the company on YouTube, Sons of Liberty Gunworks, and got to researching what it costs to get up manufacturing. He started out manufacturing ARs in his garage, and man, you talking about taxes? I think ITAR, all kinds of fees. I mean, it's unreal to start. I think he's got 60 something employees now. Supposedly, really, their guns are not Gucci guns; they're hit guns. He has some good streams. That company does. Check out Guns of Liberty. Sons of Liberty. Excuse me, got tongue tied there. But they have a live stream sometimes.
Yeah, that's not the same guy. What was the guy in Louisiana that had the really cool show and then ended up going to prison? Is it Sons of Guns or something?
Oh yeah, that was a TV show. Yeah, Sons of Guns or
I really liked
something
that
like
show. It
that.
ends up being he was quite the pervert. So
Yeah, I heard about that.
apparently, I should say that he went to jail though.
Ain't that weird? Go from
I believe.
reality TV to right straight to prison. Talking about taking a twist there in life. But guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We've got 28 on still. Oh, wow.
Roles Carvelis. I hope I haven't slaughtered that too much. Roles Carvelis has joined us. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Rollis. He's regular with us. He's with me all the time. Code is. Hasbro. Mac, all these, most of you guys have been around for quite a long time. Now, I still got probably, about 10, maybe 15 other guys. They don't know I'm streaming, basically. I haven't been streaming on a regular schedule, and you get where you don't do that, nobody knows. And I miss people's too. Like sometimes I'll be tied up. I know Mac streams Monday night, but I'll look up and I'm 15 minutes late for the stream sometimes.
Mac, is he talking about us being around a long time on YouTube, or is he commenting on our age? I got a problem with that.
You guys are older than snot. No, I'm kidding. You're all younger than I am. I'm the old one here, so. But, I try to laugh on here and have a good time and make banner. I enjoy that. Echo was really good at that. I enjoy doing that stuff. Hasbro's like that too. It's good to, you know how the world is. It's good to laugh and have a good time.
I have to be too serious during the day at my job, so it's time to.
Hang on, my computer's messing up. Everything's blue. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
So you got a nice 22 mag, haven't you, Hasbro?
22 mag pistol?
No, bolt action.
No.
No, it's not you. I thought it was you that had built a nice one, because I'm looking to get a bolt action 22 Magnum, and I don't know what to go for.
I used to have a cheap one, but all I did was fix a magazine issue. Then I sold it. But
I'm trying to think who had, because someone's done a couple of videos on it. He's got a nice one. I think it's because he's put a chassis and everything on it. I'm trying to think who it was. I thought it was you, not Hasbro. Then who was the other one then?
I had a I think if I remember, it was a Marlin, and it had a tube feed magazine on it, and that stupid thing. I took it apart because I didn't know if you could adjust the trigger or not. It ends up being there's no trigger adjustment. But I have it sitting out on a bench, right? I was safe in what I was doing, but I took the rod out of the magazine. I cleared all the rounds out before that, I thought. And that stupid thing had a bad spring up in that rod part of the magazine. And there was a round up there. And I had racked this thing 4 or 5 times, setting the trigger, checking the chamber, making it empty. I go to rack it another time after I did all that, and there was a live round in it that went off.
Wow.
That one freaked me out. So I fixed that magazine and sold that gun. I didn't want to have anything to do with that one again.
Hey, Colt, I'm probably older than you, man. I know Samuel Colt too. I grew up with Gunsmoke, stuff like that, so that tells you how old I am. And I don't think old though. I guess maybe it's what they say, the new 70 and 80 is the new 40 or 50. I forget what the saying is, but you know what I mean.
Well, tell them about the time you and Elvis used to hang out. That'll date stamp you.
Yeah, I grew up with him as a kid, watching his movies. Didn't understand his history at the time, but talked about that before. I enjoyed going to Graceland 1979, even though I couldn't actually go in the house. I enjoyed that trip. I drove almost 3,000 miles around the South. Went to Tupelo, Florida, Tennessee, and then back. I actually went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, but we couldn't find Myrtle Beach in the middle of the night somehow. Back in the old days when we had maps.
CW just joined us.
Oh, Chad's there too.
Yeah, Tommy Boy says, talk to CW because he's got a bunch of 22 Magnums, and all of a sudden CW jumps on. Hi guys, been loading and listening. Julian, look at the Ruger American Precision. Cool. Thank you guys. I will.
Yeah, I'll take that. I don't even have a 22 right now, and I need to get one. Hillbilly Up got talking about 22s here a while back on his streams, and I've actually been looking occasionally for a 22. And I miss them because I used to shoot quite a bit of it years ago. Appreciate you being here, CW.
And what makes it hard for I try and get all my rifles left-handed, so I'm limited to what I get. But
You're left-handed?
I'm right-handed, but I've got a very weak right eye, so I have to shoot all my rifles left-handed, and I've done all my life. So
Okay.
I try and pick up left-handed rifles because it works better. I can shoot right-handed. All my ARs and everything are all just normal right-handed guns. But if I buy new or something, I always try and look for a left-handed gun, just in rifles.
I think we all are, Brutal Bob. Let me highlight that right quick. I'm so old too. He said Sam Code attended the same one-room schoolhouse together. We're going to, it's just going on 9:30. We're running, I don't know, almost a little over an hour. Belt Loop 29's with us. Appreciate you coming here, man. Thank you, There's Chessboard, of course. Hell, you're not too old. Wait till you get to you're my age, yeah. Guys, I'm humbled. I mean, I appreciate each and every one of you in the side chat. Drop links before we leave out of here. We're going to sign off here shortly. I couldn't do the show without Mac and Hasbro. I mean, it'd just be me on here talking, and I can do those shows. I just don't enjoy them as much. I like hanging out with the guys, and it helps me a lot too. Yeah.
Can I just answer this one question?
Yeah.
1903A4 says, "Hey, Mac man, Shields over in Chandler. Well, I was there last week and I picked up 3 bricks of Federal large pistol primers. They were the big blue boxes. And I'm not going to say a price on you because that might get us in problems. But if you imagine you're having a nice, intimate relationship with a woman and you do this, do you know what they call that? That's how much it was. If you're doing head to toe with them, they call that something. That's the actual price those primers were. But yes, they had plenty there when I went there last Saturday.
Granted, there's some of these guys and gals come in here and they're not quite in the same community, but I still enjoy their streams. I watch a lot of people's stuff. I don't care if it's homesteading. I can do some RC, vehicles, cars, mini little things, almost like go-karts, except you don't ride them. You like remote control, I think. And so there's some good people in here. Drop the link, 1776, and appreciate you coming in here.
Belt Loop 29. Good to see you. That's another new name for me.
Mm-hmm. He's a nice guy. I think he's the deputy sheriff. I think actually sometimes he got the Batman logo. He did have a thing that you called YouTube Police at one time. I don't know what happened to that one, but got 193A4 with us. Appreciate you coming in here.
Yeah, I was going to say, AR, that's MacMan and I's main job, to keep you out of YouTube jail.
Mm. Yeah, it's the good thing about having people on the panel. You don't wander off into, as Echo used to say, the dumpster. And yeah, he's a police officer, yeah, but not a SO. Okay. I didn't know if he was deputy sheriff or probably, I'm not even familiar, but with that. But I've heard you talk about it, mention it from time to time. I'm going to try. 50 miles from me. Yeah, there you go. See, there you go. I didn't know if you had that channel, Belt Loop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet it is. I thought about creating a channel. I actually got one, guys, called, listen to this, for fun, kind of like humor, L Rush Bowl, BOWL. Who? L Rush Bowl. You know who that is? L Rush Bowl. L Rust Bowl, I think it was. And what it is now, Google will take, if you don't use them, they'll take them away from you. Some kind of new policy or something. Good to see you, Chad. Appreciate you coming in here. Appreciate you, Brutal Bob, YouTube Police, Belt Loop, all you guys. Guys, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to turn it over here shortly here to Mac. Mac's got a giveaway coming, and he'll post, and I'll let him explain it when we get to him in a minute. Hasbro's coming up on 2,000 subs. What you got going on, Critter? You got anything coming up, man? You want to talk about?
Not really. I'm just being a bum.
Oh, you're not a bum, man.
Do the best you could do.
You're a veteran, right?
Yes.
Yes. Where did you serve? When Iraq?
My first overseas tour was in Korea. Came back to Georgia, was a personnel clerk for 18 months. That sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Re-enlisted for Germany, went to Germany. Got to Germany, and on the way back, almost finished with that tour, they locked me down because of Desert Storm.
Oh, okay.
Finally released from Desert Storm because the Desert Storm was finished. They sent me, I got my reassignment to Yuma Proving Ground. 3 months after I get to Yuma Proving Grounds, they sent me to Saudi Arabia to put in a tech control facility.
Wow. Well, man, we appreciate your service, Critter.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Mm-hmm. All you veterans, without you, we wouldn't be free. Gave their life. Things right now looking rough around the world too. Boy, bad. But, good to see you though, Critter. It's been a while. I'll try to get you a link, man, every week if I can. I'm gonna try to continue.
I've gotten so involved in Bitcoin trading, learning the Bitcoin trade.
Okay, now I know what you're up to, trying to get rich on us.
Well, I was trying.
Yeah.
I made $30 today. Woo-hoo.
Wow.
My tens of dollars.
Hey, $30 better than no bucks. That's not bad. Pretty good. You want to, Mac? You want to go call the side chat out tonight before we end?
I can do that.
I mean, I'd usually do it, but I'll let go of it occasionally.
Let me just put this comment in here quickly.
And some nights, if Hasbro wants to call out the side chat for you, I'll do it.
Okay, let's see. I'll start from the end and work back. So we got Colt 1927, Hasbro, YouTube Police, Chad Kelly joined us, Brutal Bob. Oh, come on, that's me. Belt Luke 29, 1903 A4, Chessboard, Garage Guy 879, Tommy Boy, Dale Pogue was with us, Colt 1927, Hipkus, Brutal Bob, CW Longshot jumped on and said hi.
Good to see CW.
Through here. Rolis Carvelis was with us. DWD37, Bamba Dad. Outdoors with Big Matt. C&T Designs and Arms. Tread was with us. Shane Boyle joined us. Good to see you all. Dwayne 7834. Critter is with us. Good to see you on the panel out there.
Always good to have Critter here.
See if there's any chessboard. DJ Play Nice. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. Few names on here I haven't seen before. It's great to see you all, guys. There's a pile on the side chat. They was bouncing tonight. They did a lot of talking. It's really good to see everybody.
I was worried about content before we got on.
Hasbro was with us. Running with Scissors. Alaska One Andy. Phil Peterson Farms in Nashville was with us. Dale Pogue. Bobby Barlow. Andy Z79, Andy 79Z28. I'll get that right. That might be it. Let me just have a quick look here. We're getting towards the top. I think I said hi to Chessboard.
Well, that side chat's been popping, hasn't it? That's surprising.
You said Info Bros, not Info.
Info Bros.
Info Bros. I'll get it right. Sorry about that. I've got to remember that. John Handloading was with us. Good to see you. Dwayne 7834. I think that's probably it. I think we're back up close to the top there. there you go. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate everybody joining us. We had a good time tonight.
Tell us about what you got coming up and maybe when, whatever you've got going too.
Okay, so Monday night is my live stream, 6 o'clock Arizona time, 8 o'clock Eastern. We're going to have a little bit of a fun show. I'm going to do some giveaways. It was my 1,000 sub. I finally hit my 1,000 sub. So I think I'm at 1,048 or 49 now. So it's just growing all the time.
Wow.
So we're going to have a bit of a party on Monday night, do some giveaways. I got some really nice, cool knives to give away. I'm going to try and find one nice special prize off the tool truck, a nice little tool set or something to give away. So just to tempt everybody. I'm going to make some videos the weekend. A little while ago, I was lucky enough to buy a load of powder, all powders off one of my customers. But I also had dyes and equipment, and it's all rusty. So everybody was a bit concerned that the powder was going to be no good. So what I've done is I made up 10 rounds of each batch of powder, 9mm, 357, and 45. I'm going to shoot the 10 rounds, and we'll see how it does. If they all fire well and all good to go, I'll keep the powder. If they don't, we'll be throwing it away. So I got that coming up. I got a couple of unboxings that I did that I need to load up. And don't forget, guys, there's a bunch of us on you now, and it's called hashtag Trigger Pull Thursday. And what we do is it's like a little 2 or 3 minute video. We show off one of the pistols or rifles that we got, and we use a trigger gauge, and we tell what the poundage is on the triggers. So it gives everybody a chance, so that maybe I might have the same pistol as Walter Viejo, and you can check to see how the trigger pulls are, if they're very similar or if they're way out. And it's pretty interesting. I think Ron Wayne started it, and so he's the culprit behind it all. But it's fun. There's about 10, 12 of us doing it every Thursday, so that might be something worth looking at. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. So, and thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the side chat you were bouncing tonight. It was really good. So I really enjoyed it. Over to you, Hasbro. If you're there.
Yep. Sorry.
Hey,
I was laughing at Chad Kelly's comments. We kind of went a little south there, but yeah, I got, of course, I'll do a 2,000 subscriber thing coming up for too long, but probably 2-3 weeks out. And so I'll send out a notice. Everybody look for that. We'll have a good time, give away a lot of stuff. And then I'll be joining you, MacMan, Monday night. We'll see you celebrate your 1,000 subscriber. That's awesome.
Yeah, at least I did something.
Okay. What I have coming up, well, it depends on how cold. It's been brutally cold here, and I'm still, as I mentioned earlier, helping my mother empty her house and sell her house. So that takes my weekends. But I'm hoping in 2 weeks to be back on the range, if not sooner, and shooting the next iteration of the 9mm APC gun, this time with a Faxon barrel and some other changes. We're making progress on several major issues that were happening with that gun. But we're going to find out what the Faxon barrel does, because it has a lot more support around the case than does this Aero Precision. So hopefully it'll fix those issues, and we'll get back to be able to have some load development fun. I also been working on a 1022 semi-auto for NRL 22 shooting. It's going to use it for some bench rest shooting too in a semi-auto class, and it's done really well so far. But I got more stuff to try, and so this is one of them. I went ahead and dropped some cash to try another bolt. It just really they say, well, hey, it's better ignition or whatever. I've never had a problem igniting my 22s, but this does have slightly different headspace, and so I'll be measuring that, and then we'll try that, because headspace on a 22 is a big deal, and really the only way you can adjust it is buy me a bolt or mill this face down right here. And so we're going to start by just trying another bolt, and I've got 3 to throw at it now. So I've got the Brownells, which is in it. I got a original Ruger, and now I get the kid bolt. So that'll be just kind of loaded with fun to see what happens. Anyway, that's pretty much I have. I got some other stuff in the works. I need to get some videos out. I've been not really able to get out and do anything, so we'll knock some out this week.
Sounds great. I mean, I appreciate you guys being here for me tonight. It helps me a lot. I don't like sitting talking in the camera by myself. It kind of gets boring after a while. And then you end up wandering around, trying to figure out what to talk for. I can do it. It's weird. I told someone the other day, I said, I started out not solo live streaming. I started out with a full-blown panel with Echo David originally, which is kind of opposite. If you think about it, they were saying something about they would eventually do a stream, et cetera, et cetera. And I thought, wow, I went the opposite way on it. And I got used to the single thing with the coffees, and now I can pretty much, just talk, but it's a lot better having people to help you out on the panel. And I appreciate Mac, you jumping in there when you need to, or when you want to, and you too, Hasbro. And good to see you, Critter. I appreciate you being here, man.
Thank you.
And,
I'm here.
You guys in the side chat rocking the night. I appreciate you being here, man. And all of you guys and gals. And we'll catch you. God bless. Catch you on the next one. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
Great seeing you guys.